to just go over a portion of this segment real quick. Just once again to highlight where we're at in this world. Black women, I swear to God, like, we are so beautiful and we are so smart. And there's so much to Black women that it's unfortunate that Black women, and I'm speaking to Black women in this country, that you don't realize just really the magnitude of what it means to be a Black woman and the strengths, the blessings, the gifts that come with it. And I get it. We are in a world right now that really is attacking the Black woman's image. It's attacking the Black woman's character. And then they send these floozies like this to be the famous ones, to be the popular ones all over the internet, splashed across, to further push this narrative for Black women to follow along in. It's not just an image to destroy Black women's character. No, it's an image because it's also an attack as far as they want Black women to follow along with this character. It's not that, oh, Black women are just not, it's not like, oh, they're not trying to convince Black women to join it and they're just sending these images into the world. No, they're sending these images into the world with the intention and with the message for Black women to also kind of go along with it. So they'll find these dumb bimbo kind of women and splash money on them so Black women can look at it and think like it's okay, whatever your character is, as long as you're making money. And just this, the reason I picked this video is because it's incredible how a woman will sit here and justify. You can hear how I'll talk about it as she's going, but it's just crazy how like she talks about being a stripper versus a job where, you know, you have your clothes on and you have actually, you know, dignity within yourself. But how it's like, just because you're making money from it, this is what women should be aspiring to or should even consider as a fucking career option. Like, since when did stripping become a career choice? Like, in high school, you're sitting there, counselor, you're going through your possible career plan or your path or whatever the heck it is. Senior year, never has there been an option to check for stripper. But now, amongst the Black community, Black women, like, stripping is an option. Like, they consider OnlyFans an option. When, like, yo, that career path used to be saved for damaged women. When your mind, your soul, your body has been damaged and abused, those are the ones you find inside strip clubs. Those are the ones you find walking the streets. Those are the ones you find whoring and prostituting. Women that are just damaged and just shit has happened to them. And it's not even about judging them, but it's about understanding, hey, who in a sense, that lifestyle, not who the lifestyle is for, but who in a sense gravitates to that lifestyle. But now they're catering this lifestyle to women who are growing up in two-parent households, women who are growing up with just a good family structure, going to school, going to college, ain't no damage being done. But they're just promoting this lifestyle to Black women because it gives you a bag. The foolishness, man. And y'all watch the whole interview of, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you're not in, your content might kind of, you know, anyways, whatever, depending on what you're into. But just like the irritation of the personality, not even to like, I don't like just in a sense kind of knocking people's personality because, hey man, everybody's who they are and it's not about the personality sometimes, but it's about the attitude behind the personality. It's about this whole it's an entitled mindset, an entitled personality. And when you check what gives them the gusto to be entitled, when you realize it's like you're only acting this way because you spread your pussy on the internet and men like it. Like this whole better than thou persona. It's one thing to have it, fine. But to have it only because you post naked pictures of yourself on the internet and people respond to it, that you now think that that's worthy of like you just sitting yourself like, I'm just...
What now? What else do you want out of me? I am trying to stay away from the straight niggas though.
Why?
Because it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of you're hustling it as long as you're not fucking...
I want to fast forward to kind of like where the career options that I was talking about.
It comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of disappointments, and you either go to jail or you die. So I will try to stay away from those.
I want them to get to where I want you guys to
I
listen
stay
to.
away from strippers.
Why? Why? Why?
I like my
Women be getting so offended when a man says they don't want a stripper. And it's crazy that it's like, as a woman, once upon a time, you would know. Like, you would know why a man doesn't want to be a stripper. As a woman, once upon a time, if a man was ever said he would date a stripper, we would look at him and that would tell us everything we need to know about him. But now it's like, you don't want a stripper? What's wrong with you? You're judging. Because, let's keep listening.
women exclusive.
You either go to jail or you die.
Damn, I didn't mean to fast forward that back, y'all.
So, I will try to stay away from those.
I stay away from strippers.
Why?
Stupid.
Why? Why?
I like my women exclusive. Not taking away anything from
I
the
hate
strippers.
that you guys are so judgmental too.
I'm not judgmental.
Even with strippers, them is some good bitches.
They are.
But they just be needing somebody. Sometimes they be needing someone.
They do. Not saying that I won't.
If I was a nigga, I would date a stripper. I would date any bitch that shows me potential and shows me that.
It's so easy to always, if I was a nigga. Well, you're not, bitch. So now leave it to the actual niggas or men, however. Let them decide. And they don't want to date strippers. But it'd be a stripper that'd tell a man, well, if I was a man, I'd date a stripper. Well, good for you, lady. Then you're not a man. I swear.
You're a hustler. That's my whole thing about it. I don't care what you're hustling or how you're hustling it, as long as you're not a fucking prostitute or some shit like that. Like, I don't care how you're hustling, but you're showing that. Like,
And I love how they try to like stay away from that word prostitute, but like a prostitute is anybody who gets paid for sex. And all these type of women, their whole attitude is you're not getting nothing from me without paying me money. So you're basically a prostitute, but they'll try to like save some kind of face and some kind of glory and be like, well, as long as you're not a prostitute, like everything about you screams prostitute, dude. Just because you're not walking the streets, you just maybe a little bit higher than a street walker. You're an internet walker, dude.
you got some type of discipline.
No, I like that about strippers though.
And they're getting to a bigger bag than a lot of these bitches out of here. Like, seriously. A stripper job, like, say, like, if the internet wasn't here and we didn't have our influencers and we wasn't famous and we wasn't internet celebrities or whatever, the strippers are touching a bag that a lot of bitches cannot touch. Like, you can go work your 9 to 5, but you can also go be a stripper and you're gonna make so much way more money. Like, dead ass. Like, if there was no, I'm being dead serious with you. If there was no internet or whatever influential shit on that type of shit, I would be a stripper. I wouldn't want to do.
Now, granted, this is just, YouTube entertaining channel, Rich and Unemployed. His show is fun sometimes. He has different types of segments. So granted, this woman is not representing women in the real world. Thank God for that. But nonetheless, social media is very loud in the world. Yeah, women are not all social media heads, but social media is all in their heads. Even if they work a 9 to 5, they still are very much plugged into social media. So a lot of what is said on social media is very much still going to take grip somewhat in the heart. And it's just crazy for that to even be like, the fact that women have gotten to a place where they're comfortable even speaking like this, to where you think it's just about money. That as long as you're making money, like no care about dignity, self-respect, pride, honor, just class. Have some shame. Like, man, somebody shouldn't have to tell you you're not supposed to be spreading your pussy all over in people's faces. Somebody shouldn't have to tell you, and I ended up having to check out this chick's page. Somebody shouldn't have to tell you to not have your whole goods spread open on internet. Like, you mean any man can just go click on your page and he sees your breast, your ass, your pussy, and you think that just because you make more money as a stripper, that should now become a career option because you make money from it? Jesus Christ. All money ain't good money. Just because you make money does not mean that should even be a career path. Like I said, once upon a time, we all knew strippers and prostitutes. Them kind of women came from damage. These were the women who maybe came from foster system. Didn't nobody give a fuck, and once they turned 18, they got thrown out into the world, and with no balance, no foundation, guess what? They turned to a life of sex. They turned to stripping. They turned to whoring. They turned to call girling. They turned to whatever it is. Normally, these spaces were reserved for destroyed women. And not saying it in that way to judge. That's just, amen, that was reality. But now they're promoting this lifestyle. They're promoting this arena as if this is something that, like, yo, people should even consider. Why? Because you will make money. My God. My God.
9 to 5. If a bitch told me I'll come into work and make 1,000 a night, or I can make 200 from my 9 to 5, I'm going to go strip.
Even just how she said it. I'm going to go and strip. Like, women like this are disconnected from just a certain humane part of being a woman. To think it's okay. I remember I used to know a bartender I used to live in Ohio before California. And in Ohio, I used to know a lady who was bartending at a strip club. So I used to go to the strip club because she used to hook me up with free drinks. But in Ohio, the strippers were still required to have pasties and G-strings on. So even if they're up there doing, you're not seeing anything. And then I came out to California, went to a strip club for the first time, and I was blown away. Like, no, in California, nigga, ain't nothing required. So it was just, I was expecting this woman to come on here and have her pasties and have a G-string on at least. And all of a sudden, nigga, it's wide open, spread lips, gyrating in my face, in the face next to me, the face down there. When I say I was blown away as to how a woman is comfortable, you are comfortable just pussy wide open in a stranger's face. If you are dripping, he is seeing everything. He is seeing your pubes, whether you have it or not. Like, that shit is, whoa. So to say it like it's just such a small thing, to have your most innermost parts just on wide display. Man, to say it like it's nothing just because you get paid more. Yo, you should have some shame in you. There should be that thing in you that says, no, I don't take clothes off for strangers. Jesus Christ, not like that on stage. You want to go have your little one night stand, because that came into my head as soon as I said that. You're getting naked for a stranger. That's your business. I'm talking about a woman on stage. You spreading everything open for a group and a bunch of strangers, and it doesn't faze you. That's a lot of damage. And if that's where her head is at, then that's one thing. But to promote it like, hey, that shouldn't even be an issue because you're going to make more money from it? No, man. Come on, black women. God damn. And it'll be this kind of a black woman that would turn around and say, people need to respect black women. Not with this kind of a mindset, dude. Black women, black people cannot respect black women that think like this. How much more outside races? But it'll be this kind of a black woman that will be so loud and demanding, you must respect me. Who?
Never was a stripper, but I would choose that over a 9 to 5. I would definitely choose that over a 9 to 5. And once again, when the right nigga's for you, he'll be for you.
I just love strippers, man. And
I do too. But them is some hustling ass bitches. They trying to get to a bag. They trying to feed their family, and they trying to make more money than what the world looks as normal money. Normal money is going to a 9 to 5 and clocking in your hours, and that's too much fucking time. Like, I want to be with my family. I want to go to work at.
I agree. Who wants to work a 9 to 5? I sure don't. That don't mean I'm gonna turn to a whore for a lifestyle. Like, that doesn't mean just because I have met prostitutes. Yeah, driving fucking Benzes and shit. Great for you. I don't want to work all 9 to 5, but nigga, that don't mean I'm trying to be out here sucking and fucking. And that's like the rep on my head. Known as the, shit, dude. You don't want to work a 9 to 5, you go figure something else out with your life, lady. You got a brain for a reason. You got a heart, you got a spirit. God has endowed us with things for a reason to help us produce. Not go give you no second set of lips for it. Anyways.
12 o'clock at night,
Ugh.
get off at 4 and be with my family for the rest of the day. Yeah. And it takes a lot. These bitches gotta be naked in front of millions of people. Like, you know how much confidence that is? That's a lot.
Is it confidence? Maybe. Or is it damage that can allow you to be confident with certain kind of things? So you can't ignore that part of it. And once again, it's not even about judging these women like this. And my issue is you can't promote this shit for regular women. Like, this is something that should be an option. And for this type of conversation, and I've heard this conversation being had a lot amongst like black topics, black conversations being had. And it's like, why is this even, a lot of times now the topic is always like, is sex work considered, you know, this and that, or should women even be ashamed of sex work? Yes, you should, dude. Anyways.
Well, you're naked in front of millions of people.
Facts.
What happened?
You're naked in front of millions of people.
Where?
On Instagram.
Half naked. Today's episode is...
That's what I'm saying. Bitches like this just want to talk that shit. And anyways, what you talk about, well, I'm not a prostitute, but you're naked all over your Instagram though. Like, women like that are delusional. That's why you can see as soon as he flipped it back on her, it's like, wait, what? Dumb dude. Anyways, y'all can watch the rest of this from Rich and Unemployed. It's a fun podcast. It's a fun podcast sometimes. I'll put it that way. I'll leave it there. You guys can judge for yourselves. Go check it out. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I kind of did a lot of rambling on this one. It's been a while since I have made a video, so a little rusty, but I have been wanting to share this video with you guys for a long time. I saw this podcast a while ago, and I've been wanting to, I was like, oh, I have to talk about this. And I'm just now getting to it. So hopefully you guys got something out of it. Leave your comments for me down below. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree, what you think. Are you also noticing this trend? I'm sure you're noticing the trend for black women because it's everywhere as far as the image for black women. But when it comes to like them promoting sex work and stripping like it is a career choice, what do you guys feel about it? And what do you think the ramifications really are of this on women are? Anyways, all right, you guys, much love. Subscribe and like the video if you got anything out of this. My stuff always comes in raw. It's unedited. It is what it is, dude. I don't censor my mouth too much. Obviously, I have to a little bit for YouTube, but hey, I still try to give it to you as real as I can. Much love, you guys. Have a good day.